Hello, greetings class. Welcome to conference call number 5. Upcoming assignments that are due Friday, April 20th at midnight, your Storybird personal narrative. Due Friday, April 27th at midnight, your self-assessment cover letter rough draft. And due Friday, May 4th at midnight is your portfolio. Your Storybird personal narrative that is due this Friday will be very similar to the personal narrative or the narrative Storybird that you wrote on last Friday. When you narrate, remember that you tell a story about what happened, and some examples you can use that you may include writing about your week's event, what you did during a vacation, what happened in a novel, and remember that narration enhances other types of writing. It's detailed, it paints a picture, and it includes examples. And when you do this Storybird personal narrative, it will be more personal. You will add yourself as a character, so you will be using first-person narration. First-person narration is an autobiography. It uses I or we. An example, when I was a child, I thought the world began and ended with me. I didn't know or cared how other children felt. Thus, when schoolmates ridiculed a shy boy, I gleefully joined in. So again, your first-person narrative that is due this Friday will include I and we. You're using yourself as a character. And make sure that it is free of grammatical errors. Your self-assessment cover letter rough draft will be due the next Friday, which is April 27th. And it should be addressed to the professor. It could be addressed to Professor Henry, Mrs. Henry, Miss Henry, or Instructor Henry. You should write it as a 3.5 essay, but it just will begin with Dear. Remember that you can use the questions that have been asked in your syllabus. How have you developed as a writer over the term? What has helped you? Do you have any weak areas after completing this course? And then you can talk about the ways you've grown as a writer. Remember that you can use any of these for your 3 points. I would suggest that you choose 3 of them, or if you have some similar questions or thoughts that you can use as your 3 points. But remember, you should have 3 points and 5 paragraphs. All 3 points should be introduced in your first paragraph. Your second paragraph will explain the first point. Third paragraph will explain the second point. Fourth paragraph will explain the third point. And then your fifth paragraph will restate all 3 points again and summarize what you've already said, and maybe in different wording. Your portfolio, which is the last assignment, it is due May 4th, and it will contain 2 essays that have been substantially revised. These are essays that you've already written. All you're doing is revising them. So that could be your purpose essay, your personal essay, or your process essay. You will choose 2 of those that have been substantially revised. Make sure that you revise your cover letter. So that will be included also in your portfolio. And your portfolio should be 3 pages. It can be submitted in one Word document with your cover letter as the first page, and then you can copy and paste your 2 essays on the second and third page. So again, your portfolio should have the revised cover letter and 2 other substantially revised essays. Make sure that you proofread all of your work, revise and edit. After you finish writing, proofread thoroughly. And then make sure you use spell check. Read what it says when it's asking you to change something. Not all things need to be changed. And then get someone else to read it for you to make sure that you're not missing anything. Remember, this is our last conference call. Please email me if you have any questions after watching this video. I've enjoyed reading your essays and your stories, and I look forward to reading your portfolio. I thank you for allowing me to teach you this term. I had to go back as just a note to record this video. I did do the video, and I had 2 participants, Dolores and Pam, and I appreciate them and thank them very much for joining us on the conference call this morning. But I did not press record, so I had to go back and record it. So I hate that you're not hearing the questions that were asked or the comments. But again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me anytime after this. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.